So I think it's very unfair that Everton have been given a 10-point deduction and Man City don't get punished at all. I don't think it is very fair that this has happened to Everton and nothing has happened to Man City. Um, as I said in my live stream earlier on, if you're going if you are going to punish the clubs like Everton, like just like the small clubs basically, you have to do the same thing with clubs like Chelsea and Man City as well. And I think Man City should be punished. When that will happen, do the FA, do the Premier League have the bottle to do it? Like, I don't think the FA have the guts to do it. I don't think the Premier League, and I don't think they can do it. I don't think that they're scared of going for the big clubs. This is the same thing what I said in the live stream earlier on. They're scared of going for the big clubs because they don't want to end up being like maybe sued or something. It's not about that though. Money is starting to ruin football, and that is the type of football we are going to be watching very soon. We're going to see like £1 billion players not hitting the target, and it's going to start getting ridiculous. And I mean, Everton, I don't even know what they've done wrong. I do not even know what they've done wrong. I still don't have a clue what they've done. I assume it might be something to do with the new stadium that is being built. Yeah, fair enough. If you're going to punish a club for FFP breach, fair enough, do it. That's the punishment. But do the same thing to clubs like Chelsea, Man City as well, because if you don't, then it just looks like favouritism. And yeah, I'm gonna go out and say that the Premier League and the FA, they're scared of doing it. I'm just tired of the FA and the Premier League protecting clubs like Chelsea, like Man City. Man City have been charged with 116, 115 breaches of financial fair play, and I don't think it's fair that the small clubs get the punishments, but the big clubs don't. Chelsea spent over £1 billion just this summer on transfers, and they spent a huge amount of money on Enzo Fernandez in the January transfer window last season, and it's getting to the point where football is going to start ruining it. It's going to start getting to the point where money is going to start ruining this sport, this amazing sport, and we don't want that for football. So surely we should be stopping the clubs that are doing this, but we're not doing anything about it. Man City, they got charged with 115 breaches of financial fair play, and the FA can't be asked to do anything about it. The Premier League can't be bothered to do anything about it. What's that all about then? Because what I'm thinking is that they're just being protected over and over and over again by the FA and the Premier League. These big clubs, these big clubs, they just get all the protection by the FA, by the Premier League, and Man City, I think they should be punished just as badly as Everton have. And if Man City get punished, it will be a lot worse than Everton's punishment. It could even result in relegation from the Premier League. And I think Everton have been done hard by this punishment because why are you using the smaller clubs as an example? If you're going to punish clubs for financial fair play, the obvious one is Man City. How have you charged them with 115 breaches of financial fair play and there's still been no punishment? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And Man City have done similar things in the past. They've probably spent about the same amount of money as Chelsea have in the last 5 years. That's in the last 5 years. Yeah, what are we going to do about Chelsea? They've done the same thing as Man City have. What are we going to do about Chelsea? What are we going to do about Man City? I'll tell you what. Let's just, leave it and see if any other club gets punished. Everton. And if they do, we might do something about it, but probably won't because we can't be bothered. That's what the FA are like. Because they're happy to punish the small clubs. I'm not just blaming the FA, I'm blaming the Premier League as well. They're happy to punish the small clubs, but they're scared of punishing the big clubs. This is how cowardly the FA and the Premier League are. Because you've seen that Man City have clearly done something to breach financial fair play. They've done it 115 times. That's like there should be some sort of punishment for that. And you haven't done anything. It's been about 6 or 7 months. And there's still been nothing done about it. This investigation, let me tell you, started 3-4 years ago. And there's still been nothing done about Man City. I don't even think there will ever be anything done about Man City. Because I don't think the FA or the Premier League have the bottle to do anything. Because they're scared of having to go through court and be sued. And they can't face being sued because they need the money. That's basically why they're not trying to do anything about it. And to make matters worse, Everton could also be getting sued by Leicester City as well. So, yeah. And I think a couple of other clubs as well. But yeah. I think this is very unfair that Everton have been deducted points. And I think it should happen to Man City as well. As I said, if you're going to do it to one club, then you have to bring out the same punishments for another. You can't just have one rule for one club and one rule for the other. That is not how this works. And Man City have done way worse than Everton. I mean, people are now bringing the excuses out of, but it might take a lot more time to prove, shut up, be quiet. I don't want to hear that. What do you want about? It took them 2 or 3 weeks to prove something that happened in 20/21. It's like the 21/22 season. It took them 3 weeks to prove that Everton had somehow breached financial fair play in the 21/22 season. And you're telling me that it's taken them 4 years to recognise that Man City have done something. It's absolutely pathetic. I think the FA and the Premier League should be sanctioning Man City. I don't think that Man City should be top of the league. I think they should be all the way down in the bottom 3. Because if Everton are going to get deducted 10 points, eventually when Man City do get punished, will they be deducted points? Even worse, relegated from the Premier League? What will happen? Yeah, that's if they actually do get punished. I hope they do, because to be quite honest, if Everton get going to get punished, so should Man City. And Chelsea as well. Chelsea and Man City as well, because Chelsea, they've spent over £1 billion. They've obviously broken financial fair play rules. So what I think is that, yeah, by all means, sanction Chelsea and Man City. And, yeah. Yeah, I think it is unfair that Everton have been deducted points and nothing has happened to Chelsea or Man City. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.